I did some rereading of stuff and some rearranging, and I kind of figured out what went wrong. Come on. I think I crashed the game. Okay, here we are. So, for those paying attention last time, actually, I just bumped this up a little bit. We had some ideas about some stuff. So, we knew that they were breaking up in 97, and this was the last position. I actually forgot and tried to move it up to 98. That didn't work because they broke up in 97. Because Laurie told us. No, Karen told us. Karen Olsen, yeah. We knew that Losing Sleep was early 98, and I wasn't sure if it was here or here. It was here. We knew this was a lock. We knew that was right because of the Glastonbury tape. We knew that the the tension between the new and the old in American music is not something to be underestimated. One may think that an Australian like Josh Moore would be given a free pass. But it was not to be. For many, the album Chancy represented an uncomfortable middle ground between country and indie rock that pleased no one. So we knew that it was released a few months before Laurie and Josh met, which we knew was a month before Christmas. So it was either going to be November or December of a year. And we knew that, right, this album was released before they met. So before their baby was born and just not long after Losing Sleep. So I don't know quite how things got out of whack, but I managed to put them back in whack. So that's good. So the other things that we know from the previous stuff that we've already heard, which I admit it's pretty hard to hear on the stream. Hopefully I've fixed that up again. But we know that Ben was brought into the band as an accomplice by Josh. Let's say Laurie and Luke. Laurie and Josh. So Josh brought him into the band before, I think, I presume. And this one shouldn't be there because I don't know anything about it. Also, the other thing they messed up was I know that the baby was born in 2004. Might just take that out for the moment. In 2004, I knew it was the first baby, but for some reason put the second baby. So, So we're getting there. Actually, let me just put in my notes here. First baby in 2004. Okay, there we go. I've got all these notes and little bits of information. Like, this one's probably the messiest. Can't even see it. Purple is not a great color to write with sometimes. Mostly because it gets on your hand. So, we've got all this new information. And, okay, so we got Memo Intruder Records. I wonder if that's, that was good where it was before. Why'd you move it? I don't know. Okay, oh, heck. Heck and heck. There we go. Yeah, also the quality was quite bad, wasn't it? Intruder Records. Guys, we have a problem with Luke. The record is not moving anything since we released it this month. So which record is this? We can't get it on the radio because it's too country, and we can't get it on country because, well, it's Luke. Also, since that deal at the Opry, which is the Luke plays Grand Ole Opry and is arrested in the parking lot. That deal at the Opry, he's been radioactive. So this is an album that's released after that, and I've put that in there again. I gotta stop doing that. I mean, what the hell is this record anyway? It's all acoustic guitar, pedal steel. Where's the volume? And who the hell is this Susanna? Oh, damn it. Okay. Susanna, isn't that the girl we had interning a few months back? Anyone have something to tell me? I cannot get my camera in a good posi. That's worse. It's the opposite of what I expect. Anyway. Yeah, that's concerning, isn't it? I, for one, feel that the artist we signed is not the artist we have today. I thought we were getting the White Stripes. Instead, we're pushing Johnny Cash. It's April. Okay. And I feel that this has gone on way too long. Let's get this sorted out quickly by the end of the month. If you have any objections, please let me know. Otherwise, I think we need ourselves a new blues band. Okay, I'm off to Detroit to find the next Von Bondies. Apparently, you can just find them lying on the street. Okay. So from this, we know. So it's April. Memo intruder. Okay. So this one's from April. The record's not moving anything since we released it last month. So there's a record last month released. So very much April. Yeah, March, not May. So it was released in March. And it has Susanna on it also since it was free. Alright. Oh, I don't know what year this is though. Who the hell is Susanna? One of these. Okay, so it's Luke Jackson on Luke Jackson. So it's not Losing Sleep. So it has to be one of these two.
Oh, Caroline.
Then it's not Susanna, right? Oh, it says Luke Jackson, Susanna. So this is Better Days. So Better Days was released in a May. And
you look like an angel, moon in your silhouette.
So the Opry event happened before Better Days.
Tell me your secret, 'cause I don't want any more lies.
Okay.
And I'm like the ocean, you're like the rain. And I wasn't born to lose you again. Oh,
What next?
Susanna, don't you ever.
Okay.
Oh, Susanna.
Okay. Let's check since there's an event at the Opry. And this is 01. How's that fit in there? Yeah, we're probably looking around here somewhere. Yes, let's hear.
Hello, everyone. As I'm sure many of you know by now, this evening our officers apprehended a white male in the parking lot of the Grand Ole Opry. I can confirm that said person was Luke Jackson, a musician who had been performing at the Opry. He is currently being held in custody, awaiting a court date in the morning. The Opry would like to make it clear that it does not condone these rock star shenanigans in any way and considers itself a family program with a zero-tolerance policy towards drugs of any kind. Any questions? No, he has not posted bail. Any others?
What month is it?
What did I think of the Predators' result tonight? Well, I think it's a shame we lost 3-2 to Columbus. Always stings. But it's on to Dallas in a few days, and hopefully then we'll have a good chance against San Jose. What's that? Well, I guess you'll have to look that up on one of those search engines. Okay, that's enough. Good evening, everyone. Tonight? Well, I think it's a shame we lost 3-2 to Columbus. Always stings. But it's on to Dallas in a few days, and hopefully then we'll have a good chance against San Jose. A family program with a zero-tolerance policy towards drugs of any kind. Any questions? No, he has not posted bail. Any others? What did I think of the Predators' result tonight? Well, I think it's a shame we lost 3-2 to Columbus. Always stings. But it's on to Dallas in a few days, and hopefully then we'll have a good chance against San Jose. What's that? Well, I guess you'll have to look that up on one of those search engines. Okay, that's enough. Good evening, everyone.
Okay. Search engine is... Alright, so... Don't. Okay, so... Nashville Predators? I mean, this seems like a weird thing to search Google for. Oh, it is... Oh, it's ice hockey. There you go. When did... I mean, look, it's 2001, right? Stats. Matches. Oh, match against Columbus. 2001, 2002 season. Excuse me while I just check Wikipedia. So, I mean, I know that Columbus did a lot worse. Okay. Date. Nashville Predators at Columbus Blue Jackets box score February 10, 2001. Thingy reference. 2, 3. Cool. So that was February. Okay. So February is now I've written all these down so I could find them easier, but it probably won't be. Nope, because I don't have that one. Okay. Luke is arrested. All right. Okay. So Luke is arrested, and we know that. Yep, in February 01. And what else do we know? So we know that in March, Better Days was released. During February. Okay, so it must have been March of the following year. I mean, because you wouldn't refer to someone being toxic from an event. Also, there's only there's only 2 options for that. So much is Better Days' release, which I think was much. There we go. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3 so far. Okay, let's just bring up the chat for this. Wait. Who is that, Susanna? Maybe you just really like the name. Or maybe something bad actually happened. Alright. There has always been a question present in American music as whether to innovate or to look back for the pure pleasure of nostalgia. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the alt country scene. My phone's running out of batteries. Where some bands have chosen to embrace ever more traditional instruments and subject matter, while others have moved towards more advanced post-Radiohead style sound sculpture. In particular, the relationship between 2 of its key players, Josh Moore and Luke Jackson, provides a fascinating encapsulation of this dichotomy. The former bandmates exist in radically different sonic and critical spheres. Powderhorn's progressive tendencies are regularly lauded by hipster magazines, even as they draw further into the world of indie rock. Meanwhile, Jackson has found an uneasy home for his musical love letters within Meanwhile, Jackson has found an uneasy home for his musical love letters within the country firmament. Probably doesn't need that in. Who seem ready to kick him out at a moment's notice. Moreover, the 2 artists appear to draw great creativity and motivation from their fabled rivalry, to the point of, presumably, releasing records neck and neck for the past few release cycles. Okay. At the moment, Powderhorn may be winning the commercial battle with their new record full of deeply personal songs like Snow Angel and Kid in the Middle. But for me, Luke's epic new record, full of string, mandolins, choirs, and a bang-on Lee Hazelwood impression, interesting, is also one to be reckoned with. No one seems to know how this creative artillery band is going to end up. Oh, sorry, battle. Artillery battle, that makes much more sense, is going to end up, but we should all take notice. Alright. Powderhorn may be winning commercial features like Snow Angels and Kid in the Middle. But Luke's epic new record full of string mandolins. Okay, so Lee. Oh, sorry. I gotta remember not to click. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, because I don't remember which. So there was the one whereby so Luke erupts on the radio after Powderhorn are praised by Lee Hazelwood, and this is Lee Hazelwood. I assume Lee Hazelwood is a real person. I mean, maybe. Let's have a look. Lee Hazelwood. Okay, alright, American singer-songwriter. Is that? Okay. Was an American country and pop singer, songwriter, and record producer, most widely known for his work with guitarist Duane Eddy during the late 1950s, and singer Nancy Sinatra in the 60s and 70s. Hazelwood had a distinctive baritone voice that added resonance to his music. Full string mandolins, choirs, and bang-on Lee Hazelwood impression. Well, I mean, so I know it's not this, right? Do I? Maybe.
Like a vulture on the paper. Take a look, it's all here for you.
I mean, none of these sound very full string
Oh,
pliers.
Carolina. And I wasn't born.
Maybe I'm Philistine, I don't know.
Again, oh, Susanna.
Hey, but well, we're here. Okay, all right, hang on. Too many things to go with. So, Snow Angels and Kid in the Middle must be a song from one of. Okay. So, right. What do I do with this? At the moment, Powderhorn may be winning the commercial battle with their new record in 2005. Okay. Okay. So, we got 3 options for 2005. In one of those, the album Nothing Is Over? Is released. And we know that there's a Luke Jackson record also released at the same time. So there's Better Days or Luke Jackson, the songs of Luke Jackson. But I don't think that was an option. Well, unless it's his new record. Oh, Nothing Is Forever. Okay. So that's no free lunch. And a Luke album. Okay. Luke releases his epic new album. Oh, hang on, maybe it's Luke's epic new record. Time to Die? Okay. So both these are happening in 2005. And there's 3 options, so we're not going to be able to punt that. Julia Jackson, a respected community activist and member of the staff at University of Minnesota, passed away this week. Oh, this is Julia. All right. This is 2003. It's either August or September. Having moved with her son from Arkansas in 95. Okay. Julia quickly established herself as an empathetic. Julia quickly established herself as an empathetic and dynamic member of Berean Missionary Baptist Church, as well as selector of hymns, working closely with Pastor Aurora, a highly valued cleric at UOM. Oh, that's where I think Josh's dad worked? Where she undertook high quality transcription services, or maybe I just confused those. As well as eventually teaching introductory English to foreign students. Says her son Luke, she was a wonderful mother who did everything she could for me. She gave me the gift of music and never let me forget about it. Where I came from. She's remembered by Luke and her sister Elizabeth. Okay. So this is 2003, so it's either August or September. Luke. Oh, Julia. Julia, there we go. Okay, but the other thing that we know is that March 2000 and 2000. Luke goes to Nashville. You'll know I wrote all these things down at the same time, but it. What? No. Alright. Okay. Because I mouse over it. So helpful, people saying it's April. Can we assume? Okay, well, there was that thing about Hills.
People didn't think he'd found his voice yet, and Luke things which had some anxiety, which he's tried to manage through various things. She wanted me to come along to her running club in Kentwood, and Josh was there. He's always had some anxiety, which he's tried to manage through various things, and at this point it was jogging. He'd released Chauncey in February. It just hadn't quite gone how he'd wanted. People didn't think he'd found his voice yet, and Luke's immediate success was quite troubling for him. I found him to be a really open, interested person. He talked a lot about Ben, but he also talked about Luke. He didn't seem angry, even though Luke had called him out in the press, but he did feel betrayed and seemed a little lost. I think our happiest time was around April 2001. The now famous Alfa Romeo was actually my mum's car. They thought the name was pronounced Alfa Romeo, like it was some NATO thing. I did tell them they'd got it wrong, but not before it had become the album title. You know, Luke and Josh had been through a lot.
So does that mean? Should I just put this here? I mean, I feel like it's actually going to go here. But look at freak out. Oh man. Let's put where I actually think it's going to go. Bummer. Alright, you know what? I feel like these streams should just be me going, here's what I figured out earlier. Alright, what have I messed up? So we know this is locked in. We've got the Nashville police giving us the ice hockey scores. It's already April. What if? But it was released last month, but then it could be like a month before Christmas. Alright, let's try putting this here. So since I deal the Opry, he's been radioactive. Okay, so where are the other ones? A willing accomplice. Because Josh's diary entry says been 2 months since Luke put out his record. Yeah. Yeah. So losing sleep. One presumes. We're really struggling, feeling he's pulling away from us. I mean, they broke up already. Hmm. So I know that if that one's there, then that has to be there. So no free lunch has. If no free lunch is in the munch spot, which it should be, because it's, which it could be. Could it be the other way around? Could this be in April and it's doing that? Like, month isn't really a month. The month before. I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. What I've got some. I could put Julia in one of the August ones. Okay. No, yeah, those two are kind of messy. Okay, that tells me about those two records. Let's find some thinking music. Which one haven't we heard from yet? This one?
Come and go. The ages tumble. Don't you know? There ain't no running when you write it all your letters. Always be mine. The ages tumble. Don't you know? There ain't no stumbling when you write it all your letters. Always be mine, and I might for a second be right there. I need a second's time, a second's time. Ooh.
So part of the problem we have is that we don't actually have 5 put in at the moment. So that's a bit annoying. Let's try this, and we'll also put in the first baby in May. Which is, I don't know. Love conquers all. No, second, my darling. Not a sausage. Okay. Oh, yeah, alright, so we'll take this one out. Clear that one in. Nothing.
Sure.
So I just want to listen to this
So
one again.
I'm also from London. I worked for a while at John Lewis and then got offered a role at Target Corporate in late '98. So I moved to Uptown in Minneapolis. I retrained in 2004 after our first baby, and now I'm a psychotherapist. I first met Josh a month before Christmas.
Okay, so it does it every time. That's fine. I just wasn't sure if it was like, hey, dum-dum. Okay, after our firstborn. In 2004, after our firstborn. Which I suppose does mean that the firstborn was born in 2004, necessarily. I suppose the firstborn could have been born here. Or even here. Now, see, now I'm just punting. What else? What other information do I have? Does it just get stuck with information? Maybe that's... No, probably not. I don't know if that's it being stuck with the thing. Like, I don't have that there. Hmm. Was how I read. Alright, I guess that's where we're gonna end it. Stuck again. What am I missing? Like, I don't have enough information for this, right? Did I put it in the right year? Who knows? Alright. Okay, so I think I'm gonna give it another look through tomorrow. Or later today, I guess. And try and figure out what went wrong. So, just to recap. Just to quickly recap. I think Ben joins Powderhorn March 98. Luke moves to Nashville with his band because it has to happen before Laurie and Josh get together. Look, I'm no big runner, Josh admits to me over a coffee at the Spyglass Cafe in Kentwood, where he and Laurie went on their first date. It's just, I had to do something. Laurie's old flat lies around half a mile to the north, next to the famous bookshop, Majors and Quinn, and a new Apple shop. Sweet. Because he mentions that on their first, he talks about it on their first day. Yeah, it seemed like it. Luke has to move to Nashville. Has to move. He has to move. He has to have had. He has to have moved to Nashville in March, I guess. Like, it's weird to have a farewell barbecue and then stay around for another month, right? And it's at the start, so it's not like if it was at the end, then and it can't be this March because this was released in a March, and this definitely happened in February. That's my logic there. So move over little doggies for February 01, no free lunch for March 02. And then I got nothing else. So I've got a fifth thing that I need, which will either be Julia, which will happen in September of 03 or August of 03. And let's try that again. I mean, I haven't tried stuffing them. Right, so this is going to happen in one of these two. I need to get rid of one. And the first baby that happens in May 04 or December 04, maybe. Heck. No, I feel more confident about this one, the Julia dying, than the first baby being born. Man. And then 05 is the Epic album being released and the No Free Lunch. Nothing is forever. But there's 3 options for those, and that's just too much jumping around, not knowing which one was released first. So what other information does this give me? I was going to finish, but and presumably the Lee Hazelwood thing. What if that's the last thing? What if?
Chapter 23. I've never been challenged to a fight before, says Josh. It was exciting, but also really, really scary. I don't want Luke coming over and beating me up. Nashville Talks Radio had been a staple of Luke's wilderness years, often allowing him on to vent his various frustrations.
Okay. Luke always felt insecure about his southern roots. Born and bred in Florida, his transposition to the north left him uneasy about how he was perceived. For him, the move to Nashville was both a sign that he'd made it and also a journey back to the promised land. Sheriff Jessica Hemby stepped up to the podium and quietly ended Luke Jackson's career in country music. Of course, Luke had really done this for himself several hours earlier when he had been arrested by 2 plainclothes security guards attempting to buy drugs outside the concert hall he had played just minutes beforehand. Ben Coateson had moved to Minneapolis when he was 4 years old. His mother had decided to leave South Africa, having herself moved from Nazi Germany in the 40s. Ben never looked back. To those who knew him, the American experience was perfect for Ben, and he seized it with both hands. Out with rugby, in with football. Hey, we got this one from the screenshot. Oh yeah, I completely forgot what ones we actually got right. So So Willing Accomplice is locked in, Country Roads is locked in. Move over the little doggies. Still not working for me. Okay, so I can punt. So that means that the baby wasn't. I don't know. Alright, let's clear these. The baby was born before 2004. This we know. This wasn't there. So we know that the two records are going to fit in here. Just don't know. Hang on, so does that mean no free lunch is wrong? No. Yes, no. Yes, we released it this month. My gosh. Reading. Okay. Okay, alright. Reading is important. Alright. So this is no free lunch. Because it has that song. Yep. Okay. So we know that's April. We know Julia is here. Yeah, which is fun because that could have meant that. Anyway, what else we got here? We got a. Oh, that's a cute little mole, isn't it? Okay, so this is probably Powderhorn presents Bad Mole Label Launch Party. This is probably their label release, which was in a May, of which there is one in 2004, and one in 2006, and one in 2008. Okay, fun.
Gene, hi, it's Ian here from Toe Jam Studios. Look, I'm sorry to have to leave a message.
This guy was a spy. I'm pretty sure in another one of these games. I would not trust him. Although I think he was the good spy. I don't know. I'm not sure I can solve that one. Let's continue.
Message like this, but your artist is totally.
Okay.
Gene, hi, it's Ian here from Toe Jam Studios. Look, I'm sorry to have to leave a message like this, but your artist is totally out of fucking control. Sorry.
Language.
He staggers in here yesterday, blind drunk and smelling like a chip shop doorway, calls our engineer an effing C, which hardly seems fair, and then proceeds to urinate in the corner of the bloody studio. And that's just the start of it. He then gets into a screaming match with his own bloody guitarist that descends into fisticuffs, during which he only went and broke our fucking sitar. That sitar belongs to Ravi Shankar's brother. Real pity. And now it's 3 days until Christmas. I've got the studio smashed to shit, pissy carpets, and a traumatised engineer to try and glue back together in time for Westlife. And you know what they can be like. If you ask me, you need to put this chap of yours on a plane back to the States. I didn't call the police because I know you like to give a chance to these waifs and strays, but I'm going to have to bill you for the sitar, I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope you can use some of the recordings for the February launch. Funny title, the record. Made me laugh. I hope it works. Anyway, all the best. Bye now.
Okay, so the funny title. Okay, so this is going to be a December to remember. And so this is our fucking sitter. We can engage us in some shenanigans. Could it? Okay, so a sitter, which kind of works into what was it? It was Luke's epic new record full of strings, mandolins, choirs. Yeah. So let's presume that our fucking sitter is December 2004 because of this. And because the name of the album hasn't been mentioned, unless it is Luke Jackson sings the songs of Luke Jackson, I mean, maybe. But that's not hilarious. I mean, it's amusing. Music, it's clever. Let's go with clever. Okay, so let's keep reading. Star Tribune, yes. Okay. Interviewer. So Luke, you've been a guest on Nashville Talks a few times, and I've got something to ask. Yep, I'm listening. You've been, how can I say this, quite vocal about your former bandmate Josh Moore. Yeah. Well, there was that mention in the Inquirer a little while back about how you thought Powderhorn was kind of fake. Then there was that time you said an Australian shouldn't be making American music. Do you care to comment? Look, I just says it as I sees it. I know this is totally. I'm doing a nothing attempt at a southern accent. Chuckles. Well, I was just wondering about what you thought about this. Obviously, you're a big Lee Hazelwood fan. Your album is kind of a tribute to the great man. Oh, I wasn't supposed to know this, apparently. So here's a quote from Lee. Yeah, just a second. There ain't no point copying me. Else you move on. What do you think of that? Long pause. He said that. He did. Lee fucking Hazelwood said that. Luke, crash of chair, being turned over, shouting off mic. Dear fucking Christ, I cannot. Josh, if you fucking hear me, anywhere, anytime, man. Let's put on gloves. Let's do it in the parking lot. Just sit down, man. Alright. Powderhorn forum post. Reddit. Posted on You Nothing Burger by You Nothing Burger 08. Honestly, of the 4 PH records, my favorite are number 2 and number 4. Oh, this is telling me the order of the records. Okay. The former is just gorgeous. Songs like, okay, number 2 and number 4. So this was number 1. But we're looking at Waylaid, Let It Go, Boredom. Waylaid, Let It Go, Boredom. It's like freaking Radiohead, so 2002. So this is Let It Go, so this is the second album. I feel like we already know. What was Radiohead's 2002 album?
Did I ever see you standing there, sweet Adeline? Mist rolls across the mountain, echoes in my mind, and love, let it see, let it go. And love, let it see, let it
Okay, so Radiohead's 2002, they didn't have one. So Kid A 2000. Amnesia, well, I mean late 2000. Amnesiac mid 2001, and Hail to the Thief June 2003. Is this saying that this album was released in 2002? Yes, because I knew that. Alright, good. Alright. The letter is just really great upbeat pop. Keys, Beach Boys harmonies, synths, keening vocals. Feels like Josh never sounded better. Feels like sound of this summer. So what summer in America is like June-ish? Feels like the sound of this summer. Should I take this 2008 to be... Okay. When is summer in the Northern Hemisphere? It's like... Sounds like it will be June, July, August. I mean, it's hard for an album to be the song of summer if it's released at the end of it. Right? Jackson has completely lost it though. Okay. This okay, so this is we know that Let It Go is in what year? I don't know, lost it now. Let It Go is either here or here. How many do we have? We have 2. That's not going to help me. What is it? Babe was born pre-2004, maybe? I can put these 2 in, but then I don't know which order they were done. Uh, okay. So the reason, okay, so I think the reason the album is funny is because he was taking the piss. Right? Maybe. Like someone releases an album called Time to Live and they release an album called Time to Die. That's hilarity. Okay, so, and we know this is in A May. This Bad Mall launch party thing. And we know that this... So I think this goes... Hang on. Now it's got me thinking. So 2002. So 2002, you know? Okay. So, yeah, we know it. Well, seeing as though the game will let me put in 2 things at once, I will just put these here. Oh man, come on. I mean, it seems like there, and we'll put this one. Nope. I just have faith in stuff. Let's do that. Oh, and the first baby has to be born. I reckon the first baby is here. Okay, or maybe it's here. Okay. I'm punting a bit too much, I feel.
Chapter 17. Josh and Laurie had Gracie at 10:30 on a Tuesday night. She was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen, says Josh. Within 2 days, they were back at home celebrating with family.
Okay, so the time to live, time to die thing. It's just a joke of the author. At the Luke Jackson sings the songs of Luke Jackson. The chin stroking kind of messed me up. Ever since OK Computer, American bands have attempted to make their own version. Granddaddy's The Software Slump, Tools, Lattice. Anyway. Alfa Romeo was a sprawling, cerebral sonic gem that stood out from all the other American rock music at the time. Toe Jam Studios. What was the guy? Oh, the guy's name was Ian. It would have been funnier if it was Earl. Hey, Luke leaves a voicemail. Okay, so what do we got here? How can that not be right? Why am I having somebody? Oh, because it could be any April. No, hang on. Yeah, right. So this one, this one should be that one. Yeah, so let's clear this out. Okay, so the baby was born in. Yeah. Alright, cool. Where's that one red? Oh, because I moused over it. Cool. Okay, now my next. So we got this stuff sorted out with the those 2 records. So have I worked out the order of the records yet? Okay, so Chances was the first album. Then what was this one called? What was that one called? I forget. Nothing is Forever, right? It was the second album. So clearly all these albums are somewhere in here. No, wait. No, that was Alfa Romeo, right? The song was... Yeah. Okay. So, Alfa Romeo next. Then I don't know the order of these two. What was said about the fourth one? Laura's really great. Just keys, Bieber, Hermes, all that cool stuff.
Feel like light at the end of the day, fading inside your bed. Feel like night and the shadows away, running around your head. Saturday night come, Sunday is blue.
There we go.
Skies over and over again.
This sounds like something. This sounds Beach Boysy. Let's try this one.
There ain't no running.
I mean that's synths. No, that was keys.
When you write in all your letters, always be mine. The ages humble, don't you know? There ain't no stumbling.
Anyway, so one of those two is the fourth album. Probably the Isla Isle Royal. The cheese. Okay. Oh, so much stuff to listen to. Okay, so interview with Josh in February 06.
You know, a lot of people think that I must hate Luke, for breaking up the band and shitting on us for not being country enough, whatever that means.
Who's that? Aaron, sorry.
I know he likes to pretend that I'm like Robbie Robertson to his Levon Helm, leeching off his precious southern energy. But very few people know what it's all about with us. The thing is, when we were in Pony Parade together, we were great mates. But Luke was like a dad to the band. He was always telling everyone what to do. But I don't want a dad. I've got a dad. He lives on Selby, 5 minutes from me and Laurie. I didn't want to feel like a kid in the middle of a bunch of adults, and when it all ended, I said to myself that wouldn't happen again. So when we were touring Europe in 2001 and Ben starts getting like, I'm disappointed, you're not doing good enough, I was like, alright mate, you going to tell me when to go to bed now? I thought about it a lot when we had Gracie a month before Luke's mum died.
Okay. I feel like I'm doing some of these things in the wrong order. And like my punting is just like not good. Gracie after mum dies. April 1. Hang on, let's go back. It was 2001.
He was always telling everyone what to do. But I don't want a dad. I've got a dad. He lives on Selby, 5 minutes from me and Laurie. I didn't want to feel like a kid in the middle of a bunch of adults, and when it all ended, I said to myself that wouldn't happen again. So when we were touring Europe in 2001 and Ben starts getting like, I'm disappointed, you're not doing good enough, I was like, alright mate, you going to tell me when to go to bed now? I thought about it a lot when we had Gracie a month before Luke's mum died. You know how about pretending to be a parent is all about telling people what to do? But actually being one is very different. So we've just finished rehearsing for the first headline tour heading off in 3 days. And, it feels like a group of adults for the first time. Phenomenal players, just getting on with things, proper grown-ups. Feels good.
Okay. So the tour is in 2006, but I don't know which. It's 2 entries. It's the February and the May, and I don't know which one. I don't know. February and May. Working free world. Okay. That kind of suggests that Ben is not in the band. Oh no, where did I put that? What did I just do? Oh, let's get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know what that might take another listen.
Hey man, I just wanted to call and say sorry, you know. I didn't mean to upset you guys. It's just been a rough couple of years, you know. I haven't been singing since it broke my jaw. It's like 2 years ago in the spring.
Okay, thank you for being specific about that. So he breaks his jaw in the spring 2 years ago. Does that help me? Let's go back to Google. When is spring in the Northern Hemisphere? If can't be February's too. Oh, maybe February. First of May. Oh, that's summer. No, hang on. March. Alright. Alright. Okay. So, if we go. This is 2008, 2 years ago, in the spring. Must be May. So, this is he breaks his jaw and gets on meds. And so that means that this was the start of the US tour. Okay. Cool. Is the no free lunch in the right spot now? Like, it's around. Anyway. Sorry, you were saying.
You got me on pills. Just pills and pills and pills. I just can't get it together. Just so tired, man. You know, I did rehab. Did I tell you that? Last November. It helped for a while. But
Okay, so is there anything? Okay, so he was in rehab. Yeah.
just so tired, man. You know, I did rehab. Did I tell you that? Last November. It helped for a while. But I heard about Ben last week. I know he had some of his problems. Oh, I'm so sorry. He was such a great guitar player.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. Seeing you have all those things that I wanted makes me want them too, I guess. My little bro.
Uh,
We had a good thing going for a while, man. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I messed it up so badly. Anyway, it's kind of late, man. I guess I'll see you soon.
maybe for Christmas. No, don't give me a month reference. No good. Okay. So Ben dies, and then the voicemail. So we know that, and both events happen in 2008. So it's Little Bro and Ben are like somewhere in here. Oh, okay. Obituary of Ben. That's May. Okay, thanks. That was oddly specific game. So now August or December is the voicemail. Probably I should read more of this. Yes, he was the child of South African Jewish immigrants, was child polymath who excelled in both sports and studies at Wayzata High School. An athletic scholar at Augsburg, he decided to leave college to pursue his love of music. First time multi-instruments, he quickly made his name as sideman par excellence. He's most well known for his role in Powderhorn, helping shape the Technicolor organ and synth-driven sounds during the making of Chauncey, as depicted in the documentary I Like to Watch. In recent years, he struggled with both ill health and his own diminishing powers on the instruments he loved so much. His mother Rosa says Ben could have been anything he wanted, and what he wanted was to inspire people and bring them joy. He will be sorely missed by the thousands whose lives he touched with his music. Ben is survived by his son Aaron. Okay. Okay, so you know this voicemail is either going to go here or here. Right, email Josh to write us. So Luke showed up at my house. Okay, so this writing process seems to be happening, about 2008. It's like you got an interview 2008. Now you get an interview with Josh in 2006. But
You know, a lot of people think that I must hate Luke, for...
okay, so somewhere... Yeah, so this is like the tail end. It was Grace's 5th birthday. Oh god, which one was Gracie? Was Gracie the first? Gracie was the first child, right? All right. So, my darling, August 08. All right, we're gonna go with that one. It was a bit scary first time he challenged me to find August, but I went out. He was just sitting there staring straight ahead. Just stared straight ahead.
Chapter 28. It was the first time that I was really, really worried for Luke, says Laurie. I didn't see it, but apparently he was in a really bad way. Josh looked very disturbed by the encounter. He kept saying, I don't know what's going on for Luke. We both knew something quite serious was up.
Yeah, it's It's always tough. Like, what do you do? How do you... Anyway, let's continue on before I get too, weird. Okay, so either way, we also have... I heard about Ben. I'm sorry, man. Is that Ben has passed, and therefore the voicemail was the first thing he said sorry?
Hey man, I just wanted to call and say sorry, I didn't mean to upset you guys.
Yep, okay. So that's the voicemail then. Right. Okay. Running Club newsletter. Okay, this month we are very happy to say that the Kenilworth Trail is opening this week, August 19th. So we'll be back around 15 miles Cedar Lake from next Saturday. Big thanks to Jane for organising the potluck cook-off. Sad my son failed. Big Seller didn't win, but there you go, eh? It's a reference I do not understand. Finally, massive congratulations to Josh, who celebrated his second child last week. Whee! Okay, opening this week, August. So, must be this one, right? Luke's major in 2010. Dear Josh, you asked us to keep you up to date with Luke's progress. Okay. And we are happy to tell you that he has been discharged from the hospital. He suffered serious but not life-changing injuries and will be walking on crutches for at least 6 months. So, in time before. Yeah, I mean, that's the only August. Only 6 months. So, what ones do I have left? So, there's. And set up their own record label, so that's a May one. So this one? Coming up, Millhouse. Why would that be? Alright. I'm sure the text will explain it. What else do I have? 1, 2. So I've got the I don't know which one is which. Or do I? Okay. But Ben leaves afterwards. Alright, what years have I got left? Sound of Summer. I don't think that would be the Sound of Summer. Well, no, because the thing was 2008, right? So it's got to be that one then. Unless I've already got a... No. That only leaves that one. Which, what's the story there?
Chapter 14. Belgium was wonderful for Powderhorn. Despite rising tensions between Josh and Ben, the entire experience showed the band a different way of living. Away from the grinding winter of the Midwest, Powderhorn connected with fans they previously had no idea even existed.
Well, Ben, why does Ben leave? Okay. Badmall. Name of record label. What does it mean? Well, is a bad mole, isn't it? Haha. Josh smiles. I mean, what do these things ever mean? What it meant was independence from meetings and boardrooms and suits. Why is it coming up Millhouse? Is Millhouse a kind of mole? I mean, I get the Simpsons thing. Simpsons thing. Yeah, alright. I have questions. Maybe there's more stuff in that chapter. That's all right. Let's see.
Hey there.
Hi, Luke. Can I come in?
Yeah, sure thing. Come on in. I'll get some coffee on. Don't mind Mindy. She's only a danger to herself. No, you can. It's cool. You can leave those on.
Mindy rides a motorcycle. Game, I have more questions. Why did Ben leave? Alright. I mean, it's light, but let's do extra. Let's do extra credit.
Lord, it looks sugar like it's nice.
91.5 Sussex on
What?
in the afternoon. I'm very excited to welcome another musically oriented guest. Seems to be all we're having these
No,
days.
not one of
Local
these.
author and journalist Lucy Bramley. She's just written a fantastic book on two American musicians. It's called Rivals, and we'll be discussing it. But first, Lucy, how are you?
Very well, thanks. Good to be here.
So, Lucy, to get right into it, you wrote a book called Rivals about the musicians Luke Jackson and Josh Moore and their sometimes difficult relationship. How did you come to this project?
So, I specialise in writing pieces on quite singular characters, but originally I was a music journalist. I first encountered Luke in 1998 when I was covering Glastonbury, and the first thing I thought was, wow, this guy is something different. He had shoulder-length black hair, thick beard, and this dark, brooding quality, totally different from the other bands there. You really sensed there was a story. Afterwards, I got chatting to his manager and found out the whole deal with Pony Parade.
And Pony Parade, that was Luke's band with Josh, wasn't it?
Yes, Josh and Luke had met together at school. They had formed Pony Parade with Karen Olsen, who is now a fantastically successful drummer with bands like Bonnie Tyler and Aerosmith. At the time, they were producing what was called alt country, which is like country music, but a bit hipper and punkier, very different from what you get in Nashville.
And after a while, they went their separate ways, and at first Luke looked like he would be the successful one. And then he moved to Nashville, and things seemed to turn sour for him.
Luke became very
Hang on. Royalty check. Alright. So let's see. Karen's meal ticket. Was that... I mean, we were saying Bonnie Tyler was the meal ticket?
I first encountered Luke in 1998 when I was covering Glastonbury, and the first thing I thought was, wow, this guy is something different. He had shoulder-length black hair, thick beard, and this dark, brooding quality, totally different from the other bands there. You really sensed there was a story. Afterwards, I got chatting to his manager and found out the whole deal with Pony Parade.
And Pony Parade, that was Luke's band with Josh, wasn't it?
Yes, Josh and Luke had met together at school. They had formed Pony Parade with Karen Olsen, who is now a fantastically successful drummer with bands like Bonnie Tyler and Aerosmith.
So I assume that's what meal ticket means in this context. Chairman of the Joggers was... Neil, my friend. So much easier. Steals for Powderhorn. Never Managing Again. That was. Should I be doing this without, like, looking at any of the things? Like, how much do you remember? Probably not. But let's see. Who was never... That was Eric. Or was it Ethan? I think it was Eric. I'll say Eric and then let's check. Oh no, it was Ethan. Um, Nashville Law. Oh. That was in the actual book. Alright, I don't know. Owner of the broken guitar. That was Ian, wasn't it? I think that was Ian. Was there an Ian? That was Ian Smith.
Gene, hi, it's Ian here from Toe Jam Studios. Look, I'm sorry to have to leave a message like this.
Laurie's friend was Jessica.
Sure. So I'm also from Ian Lane's. I worked with a woman called Caroline, who I later found out dated Luke in high school. She wanted me to come along to her running club in Kenwood, and Josh.
Who's anyway? All right. Member of Top Loader. Member of Top Loader. Who is Top Loader? Who the heck was Top Loader?
Midnight hour, I go wandering, echo in the rain, fall in love by an endless sea, melt into the waves. Did I ever see you standing there, sweet Adeline? Mist rolls in across the mountain, echoes in my mind, and love, let it see, let it go, and love, let it see, let it go, and love, let it see, let it go.
No.
And love, let it see, let it go.
Alright. Then Jeff Schultz. Is Jeff Schultz still owed a royalty check? No. Who would be owed a royalty check? Church minister. So it's gonna be one of the obits, right? Oh yeah. No, let's try.
Chapter 3 Girl in the Band. Read by the author. My first big gig was as the drummer in Pony Parade. I knew Josh and Luke when we went to Ramsey together. They were both from out of town. Josh had moved up from Florida just before junior year with his mother. Luke had come over with his parents from Australia because his dad had a teaching job at the U of M. They both lived in Highland Park, but Josh lived on the nice.
Is a cleric the same thing as Or would that be past Aurora? Oh no, hang on. This should be Ravi Shankar, right? Ravi Shankar's brother. That's not an option. Okay. Lucas Rohrer. So maybe Lucas Rohrer is the church minister? Ode to royalty check, Nashville law. Praiser of PP percussion. Hang on.
Side of it, if you know what I mean. I was, by then, a real good drummer and loved rock music. I used to play live in a little country combo with my uncle, which the guys would come see and geek out over the guitar player. It must have been March of '95. We were all cutting class together down at the river when Luke mentioned he and Josh had been writing songs together and whether I wanted to form a band with them. I said absolutely. And that was how we formed Pony Parade. Later, we got Eric on steel guitar, who was also real good. I was with the band all the way through, until we split in '97. I think Josh, in particular, took the breakup really hard. It was a real love affair. Him and Luke were very dependent on each other. But in the end, Luke thought of it as his band, and that he could break it up when he wanted. I don't think Luke really got over that. The last few months were kind of rough. But for me, when it was good, it was great. Of course, that was a while back, and there's been many bands since. But it still means a lot to me.
I remember the throwing a great drummer. Jeff Schultz. I mean, you're her uncle, but sure. Yeah? Oh, maybe that's not the answer you're looking for then. Okay. Tom Waits. Tom Waits freaking loved. Oh, Ode to Royalty Check was in jest. Okay.
Julian Dean of Toploader. Jules, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hello.
Julian Dean of Toploader. Julian Dean of Toploader. Right, who do you think they owe a royalty check
A lot
to?
of people are talking about Toploader as the next big thing. Think you'll be up there next year?
It's probably Tom Waits, right?
Certainly hope so.
We've just seen Luke Jackson come off stage. He had a big hit right at the start of the year with Losing Sleep. What did you think?
Well, I thought he was all right.
Just all right. Anything else?
Well, I think he probably owes the White Stripes a royalty check or two. Nick Cave is playing it tomorrow as well. Hope he doesn't hear about him.
All right, Julian,
You
I'll
did
let
say
you
Tom
go.
Waits, right?
I think he probably owes the White Stripes a royalty check or two. I think he probably owes the White Stripes a royalty check or two. Nick Cave is playing it tomorrow as well. Hope he doesn't hear.
Alright, hang on. Let's go back here. So this is Jeff Schultz. Who's in the White Stripes? It's what's his name? Is Meg and Meg and Jack White. He's got Jack White. Does Jack White have a real name? John White. Okay, that's Nee Gillis. So John Gillis? No. Okay. Alright, well, we'll go with Tom Waits for the moment. That's a scorer in the Columbus game. Okay. I still have that up. Alright, does it tell me who scored? Penalty summary, scoring summary. Scorer in the Columbus game. So I've got Jeff Sanderson. Jeff Sanderson. Yeah, well, that'll work. Except let's go here. And we've got Ben in the East Street Band. That's yeah, Bruce Springsteen band.
Right at the end of the day, fading inside your
Just
bed.
Ben. Oh.
Night and the shadows away.
And so Niels, what was that? The one bit. Oh, when the Josh. Oh, just want to play like some crazy Niels log and shit. Okay, so the analog. Who don't we have? Nashville, or I don't remember her name. So let's just. It wasn't Julian Dean. Caroline was the friend. Jessica Hemby? Yeah, okay. And Steals for Powderhorn was Eric. Eric, where are you? Okay, well, let's try that. Okay. I mean, if I was doing that from memory, that would never happen. Okay. Let's continue to at this point. Okay. That just puts me back into the...
Hey there.
Hi, Luke. Can I come in?
Yeah. Yeah, sure thing. Come on in. I'll get some coffee on. Don't mind Mindy. She's only a danger to herself. No, you can... It's cool. You can leave those on.
Yeah, the taking your shoes off or not is a always a bit of a puzzler, isn't it? When you go to someone's house. Like, I know here we're like, we don't wear shoes around the house. But we don't expect other people to take off their shoes because, you know. Oh, let's roll that down a bit. So yeah, I mean, it was an interesting one. It was a lot harder than Family. And I think I brute forced a little bit more here. The ability to put in like one answer into multiple places probably meant that I was skipping stuff that I should, like I was getting stuff right when I probably shouldn't have got it right. But you know, that was a fun experience all the same. I really don't know what went wrong in the second part of it. But from there it kind of was a lot more smooth sailing, right? Oh, except the end of the third part when Yeah. But then it was like, whoop. So the end was a lot smoother. At least for me. I don't know. It was a good game. And I did not find the music to be horrible. It's not my usual fare. I mean, it sort of is. Oh yeah, we didn't look at the what it was based on. So I like some country, but not all country. I'm very much more on the alt side of things. So let's have a look. Influence of some rivals. Rivals is made up of many cultural effects, some familiar to me, some less so. I wanted to take a moment to respect the work which guided me and hopefully gave you something new to check. The music of Rivals reflects what I believe were the twin currents in American music between 1995 to 2010. This was the retro revivalists and the pop progressives, as represented respectively by Luke and Josh. Here are some of the bands that informed them. Luke, Nick Cave, yep. Tom Waits. Luke Hazelwood, Scott Walker. Why is that name familiar? I mean, I should say that, like I know who Nick Cave is. It's funny that Luke is accused of ripping off Nick Cave, while the Australian is kind of, it's like that cross kind of, I don't know. Scott Walker. Avant-garde pop. Movies? What about songs? Farmer in the City, The Old Man's Back Again, The Seventh Seal. What? Yeah, this is pretty avant-garde, huh? 25 more? Am I going to know any of these? Why do I know the name then? Anyway, okay. Anton Newcomb and Jay Farrar. Luke represents the auteur, in love with highly curated moods and deep feel, as well as the American traditional sound and landscape. It's weird though that compared to Radiohead by the Forum Post. Josh, Jeff Tweedy, The Shins, Elliott Smith, Jim White, Grizzly Bear. Jeff Tweedy, maybe? Josh is the band who broke away from the strict country and folk, fusing it with 60s pop influences and more advanced recording techniques, which is the Beach Boys stuff. Many of you will feel, because of the old country setting, that the story of Jeff Tweedy and Wilco. Okay. Was central to this story. Well, is that one? Singer of band Wilco. Okay. Central to the story. Well, it was certainly in the mix. It was far from the only one. Here are some others. Dig by Ondi Timona, the epic tale of the feud and love affair between Danny Walls, and the Brian Jonestown Massacre. Frank by John Ronson. An account of playing in Frank Sidebomb's band in the 80s. Line of Western Civilization by Penelope Sifuris. Seminal real-life Spinal Tap, and my favourite rock film other than Last Waltz by Martin Scorsese. The seminal music concert move, and a breathtaking portrait of both America's greatest rock band and the beginning of one of its most enduring feuds. The band are a constant touchstone in Rivals, and I think that their relationship between Robbie Robertson and Levin Helm is most emblematic of Luke and Josh. Finally, I should acknowledge the importance of Stephen Hayden's "Your Favorite Band Is Killing Me" and Chuck Kloster's essay, "The Importance of Being Hated." Both excellent reads. So I guess got some reading to do, huh? Line of Western civilization. Might be a read. Anyway, so that's that really. I think is bring up a Chrome window dramatically change how my face comes up. Anyway, yes. I need better lighting. Well, yeah, so I got just some reading. So that was Rivals. That took a little while. And I probably shouldn't have just like chewed it up all in a day. But I suppose when there's mystery, you just gotta follow that trail, huh? Even if the next morning is gonna be horrible. So it's 2 a.m. I should be in bed. You enjoy yourself, and definitely check out the. Oh, sorry, I don't even have. Let me just check. Yeah. So Tim Sheeman. You can find his stuff at timsheeman.itch.io. So I have played Family yesterday. Last week. This was Rivals. Those are. I think there's a new music one that's come out. Just recently. Let's see, what's it called? Anyway, and yeah, such good. And he also has some detective games, which I think one of the voices was the detective in one of those games. No, I think I like the music ones better. The detective one I played, I can't remember what it was called, but it was very much kind of like this. So you had the clues and the answers, and you had to name which person was which. It also had the tapes where you were kind of playing the tapes, and this. So I didn't love it as much as the music ones. But I think you probably should check out anything that he makes, and yeah, fun. All right, well, catch you next time where we'll be doing something. I don't know what, but we'll find out. All right, have fun.